like you to move to New York. Move? Would you think about it? For me? You could stay with me in Mitch at first, there's plenty of room, and then we could find you a place of your own. I've already started to scout some apartments for you, really cute places.
What would I do in New York?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
You could do whatever you wanted. You could work, you could go to school.
I don't know, Claire. This is pretty major.
I realize that.
I know you mean well. It's just, I think you were right the other day. I do feel a little confused. I'm tired. It's been a pretty weird couple of years. I think I'd like to take some time to figure it out.
You could do that in New York.
And I could do it here.
But it'd be so much easier for me to get you set up in an apartment in New York.
I don't need an apartment. I'll stay in the house.
We're selling the house.
What?
I'm selling the house.
When?
I'm hoping to do the paperwork later this week. I know it seems sudden.
No one was here looking at the place. Who are you selling it to?
The university. They've wanted the block for years.
I live here.
Honey, now that Dad's gone, it doesn't make sense. It's old and bad shape. It costs a fortune to keep. It's time to let go. Mitch agrees. We're lucky we have such a great offer.
Where am I supposed to live?
Come to New York.
I can't believe this.
It'll be so good for you. You deserve a change. It will be a whole new adventure for you.
Why are you doing this?
I want to help.
By kicking me out of my house?
It was my house too.
You haven't lived here for years.
We're on your own. I realize that, Katie. I really regret that, but now I'm trying to help.
You want to help?
Yes.
Dad is dead.
I know.
He's dead. Now that he's dead, you decide you want to fly in for the weekend and help? You're late. Where have you been? Where were you 5 years ago? You weren't helping then.
I was working 14-hour days. I paid every bill on this 3-bedroom house while I was living in a studio in Brooklyn.
You got to live your life. You got to finish school.
You couldn't finish school.
How?
I told you a million times to do whatever you wanted.
What about Dad? Someone had to take care of him.
He was ill. He should have been in a full-time professional care situation.
He didn't belong in the nut house.
He might have been better off.
How can you say that?
This is where I'm meant to feel guilty, right?
Sure, go for it.
My own father. I'm heartless.
He needed to be here. Near the university, near his students, near everything that made him happy.
Maybe. Or maybe some real professional care would have done him some good than rattling around in this house with you looking after him. I'm sorry, Katie. It's not your fault. It's mine for letting you do it.
I was right to keep him here.
No.
What about his remission? 4 years ago, he was healthy for almost a year.
And then he went right downhill again.
He would have been worse in the hospital.
And he might have been better off. Did he ever do any work again?
No.
No. And you might have been better.
Better than what?
Staying here with him didn't do you any good. You said that yourself. You had so much talent.
You think I'm like Dad.
I think you have some of his talent and some of his tendency towards instability.
Claire, in addition to the cute apartments you've scouted for me in New York, would you by any chance also have devoted some of your considerable energies towards scouting out another type of living facility for your bug house little sister?
No, that's not what this is about.
Don't lie to me, Claire. I'm smarter than you.
But resources, I've investigated. I mean, oh my God! The people in New York are the best. You wouldn't live anywhere.
Fuck you!
Don't yell.
I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!
What are you doing here?
How long have you known about this? Why didn't you tell me about it?
I wasn't sure I wanted to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's going on?
Catherine, thank you.
I thought you might like to see it.
What
It's incredible.
What is it?
Oh, it's a result. I mean, it's a proof. I mean, I think it's a proof. I mean, it is a proof. A very long proof. I haven't read it all, of course, and I still have to check it. I don't even know if I could check it. But if it's a proof of what I think it's a proof of, it's a very important proof.
What does it prove?
A theorem. A mathematical theorem about prime numbers. Something mathematicians have been trying to do since there were mathematicians, basically. Most people thought it couldn't be done.
Where did you find it?
In your father's desk. Cathy told me about it.
You know what this is?
Sure.
Well, what does it say?
I don't know yet. I've only read the first few pages.
But what does it mean?
It means that during a time when most people thought your father was crazy or barely functioning, he was doing some of the most important mathematics in the world. It means if it checks out, you publish instantly. Newspapers all over the world are going to want to talk to the person who found his notebook.
Cathy?
Cathy.
I did.
Yes, you did.
No.
Did you find it or did Hal find it?
I didn't find it.
I didn't find it, I wrote it.
Wait, you wrote this?
You mean Dad dictated it to you?
No, I wrote it. It's my proof.
Did he ever see it?
No, he didn't know I was working on it. It wouldn't have mattered to him anyway. He was too sick.
I don't understand. You did this by yourself?
Yes.
Tell me exactly where you found this.
In your father's study.
In his desk, I gave
Hold
him...
on. Where did you find it?
In a locked drawer. The bottom drawer of your father's desk.
Why was the drawer locked?
It's my private drawer. I use it to keep my things. I've been using it for years.
Was there anything else in this drawer?
No.
No, that's the only thing.
Can I see it? You found this in that study of... You wrote this incredible thing and you didn't tell anyone?
I'm telling you both now. After I dropped out of school, I had nothing to do. I was depressed, really depressed. But after a while, I decided, fuck it, I don't need them. It's just math. I can do it on my own. So I did. I worked at night after Dad had gone to bed. It was hard, but I did it.
I'm sorry, Catherine. I just find this very hard to believe.
Claire, I wrote the proof.
I'm sorry.
Claire!
It's in Dad's handwriting.
It's not!
I'm sorry.
It's